So after we have got all the data, now it's a time to look at the second important component, which is your data cleaning. Now, uh, so to make you understand this concept, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up a real data set which is coming from a public data, and from that public data I will basically show you that if you do analysis on such type of data, what can be the potential issues you might come across. This will give you a good intuition of what are the things you need to take care of while working on some sort of public data. So this is Election Commission of India website, and this have a huge variety of data in terms of it contains all the details of a particular party winning in a particular year, what are the event happened in that particular election, and basically how many which party got how much vote in a consistency, what is the name of the candidate, and so on. So this is basically what this data is all about, and you can see that we have like 2014 data also available, which is the last election happened in India. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pull up this 2004 volume 1 data randomly, and if you will open it up and come to some page number 191, you can see some sort of data like this. This contains like an overall report for 2004 election data, and you can see that it is telling that there is a consistency called as Srikulam, where this particular candidate stand. He was a male and his age was 47. He belongs to general category, and he got this many general vote, this many votes he got through post, and this is the total number of votes what he kind of received. Now, the first challenge is when you get this data, that you have to bring it to an appropriate format where you can do analysis. Because if you look at this data, this is full of PDF data. And in PDF, you cannot directly do any sort of analysis in this case. Now, in order to solve this, there is a software called as XPDF, which you can use. I'm not gonna go into that particular software and talk about it, but there are a lot of available software, including this, which is quite good, and you can go and use it and bring it to a text format. Definitely, it's not going to be the best format conversion, but it will bring it to a format that you can still start using it for your purpose. But after you convert it, there are a lot of issues which can always happen with this, which you have to keep in mind. And basically, those issues, once you fix it up, then only you can perform your basic data modeling part. So this data cleaning is one of the steps where a data scientist have to spend some time, the maximum amount of time. So there are few processes which you need to keep in mind while doing this data cleaning, though it's a very wide domain to talk about. Number one is you would like to fix your rows and column. That's the first part. Okay. Second component is that you need to fix your missing values. This is also going to be important. Number three is you need to standardize your value. And right now, don't worry about it. What are all this? I'm gonna explain all these things one by one. Fourth is fixing invalid values. Fix invalid values, and you need to sometimes filter your data. Now let's go over them one by one and understand that what we need to do. But before that, I just want to bring up again a very generic problem which can happen here. When you are bringing the data from, let's say, from a PDF to text, there's a high possibility that your data will not be aligned properly. Maybe some ABCD is written like this here, and here it is written ABCD like this, then again ABCD is written like this. So the alignment will be an issue which you need to probably fix it on your own. Second issue could happen is, like, we have seen the candidates name. This is a real problem which I have seen it while trying to solve that election website data. I noticed that some of the Gujarati candidates' name were pretty huge. In fact, they were going till like second line, so it was pretty huge name. And even the alias what they used for their name was sometime very big. So again, that need to be kind of again changed. Maybe you would like to give some sort of abbreviation to them or make it unique in some way. So that's something which do happens when you will be working with respect to such type of data. Now, let me talk about one more type of problem which can happen when I say alignment issue, which is a very generic issue I have seen here. So there was this sort of data available to us, and this was like in, let's say, this is Afjalpur. In 1957, there was only one candidate who stood for that election. There was in 1962, there were three candidates who stand in that election. Maybe 1967 or whatever the time frame the election happened, there were five candidates and then six. And so this is the year, right? I just want to basically bring up an issue which happened basically there. Now, what I noticed was that there was a consistency called as Aland, and in that, what I noticed was that in 1957 I had the data, for 1962 I had the data, for 1967 I had the data, but after that the data was missing. Okay. Now, what I noticed immediately was that there was another name being coming up like Aland, which is ALL instead of AL, and basically here the remaining data was there. So for this data was missing. That means we are talking about both the same consistency name. Maybe there is a spell mistake which have happened, due to which we are continuously writing in this manner. Second place example I can show you is like there was one more like consistency where I have seen like one was BTM and second was BTM with a dot. Okay, so that was again coming up as a different name. So one good way is that you can just go ahead and merge whenever you see that there is a misalignment like this. You can go ahead and merge your data accordingly. Basically, you can just merge both of them, treating both the consistency as same. But there are some challenges, like sometime it's not so easy to understand whether they are same consistency or not. For example, if you look at this example of uh, Kundapur or Kundapur, right, you can see that there is a good spelling name change in this case. So that's one of the problem. Second is this consistency name was changed completely. Like there was older name was Bandar and the new name was Machilipatnam. Now there's no way you can just go and fix it out on your own. You need basically that knowledge on your own, that yes, this was the earlier the name and this is the new name for it. So these kind of issues comes also under the alignment issue. Not only this, even in the party names we have seen this, the party which were fighting that particular election, so few of the spell mistakes in the party name could have happened. Or in fact, not only this, even we have also noticed that the parties sometimes keep changing their names. Like earlier, Indian National Congress used to have this sort of symbol with I, but nowadays they don't include the symbol. Similarly, earlier we have AIADMK, but now they have changed it to ADMK. So this sort of problems also you will notice while basically seeing this kind of problem. So you have to kind of understand the data, look at them and kind of merge. So this can be one of the potential issue which basically happens a lot when you are going to basically work on this sort of problems. Now, one more thing which do happens a lot, like when I say the first point, so these are the generic issues. Now what I'm gonna do is talking about how you can fix your rows and columns. Now, in order to do that, so let me just explain you that what kind of things is gonna come to it. So first, let me go to fixing of rows. Okay, what can be the problem here, and what can be the examples for it. Number one is that you may have some incorrect rows. Like for example, I have just shown you the ECI data where you have seen that there were some header rows and footer rows coming up, right? So unnecessarily in terms of a heading it is first coming up, which is not required. So maybe you would like to delete all those rows. So you may say here like delete incorrect rows. Incorrect rows. This is one of the important point. Second is even in ECI data, you might have seen that within the data itself, you had like number of votes being given, and then after that there was a total sum somewhere in one row. So maybe that also we would like to remove. So delete any sort of summary rows. So third is that maybe you have any sort of extra rows like ID column, blank row, or maybe you have some column indicator row. Maybe you would like to remove them up. So delete any sort of extra rows. Delete any sort of extra rows. Okay, so these are important things to keep in mind when you are going to solve the rows problem. So you have to clean your data, so you have to bring it to a format which my machine learning can understand later, right? So first thing is to fix rows. Now the second thing is fix columns. Fix columns. Now let's see that what we can do to fix the columns. Number one, it do happens a lot of times that you have uh, a column of for which we don't have any name. Okay, so basically that means that you don't have basically you completely have a header column name itself for it. So maybe you would like to give a column name if it is missing. So you have to look at that row or that column and see that what name makes sense for it, and that's something which happens quite frequently. So you have to say add column name if missing. Okay, this is one important point. Second, now sometime it do happens that your column will be like C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Now this column name don't make any sense, right? They gave some abbreviation for it. So maybe you would like to rename those columns first before you start working on the data so that it start making sense. So you have to rename column. Now let's go to the third one. Sometime you may have some sort of columns which you know that it's just the junk data in it. It is a completely unnecessary column. So delete unnecessary column. Now similar to that, it do happens that you have, let's say, a column name being coming up like let's say with respect to your HTTP, you can have host, port, like this sort of things are there. So maybe you would like to kind of replace it with, or maybe you can split this column into multiple parts. So maybe one column name you can create it like host, second column name you can create it like port. If there is any other thing also, you can again create it like that, right? So maybe you want to split your columns, which may make more sense. Sometime you might have another example like date. Now from this date, maybe you want to create columns like year, month, day, right? So you may want to create different columns based on your requirement. uh, Now when we have talked about this, maybe sometime we may want to merge two different columns as well. So it is also possible that we may want to merge columns as per the requirement. So it can be like I have two columns. In one of the column I have first name, second column have last name. Maybe we want to merge it and name it as a name column. So that is something you can do. One problem which is kind of a tricky problem sometimes is called as alignment problem here as well. Now what does this mean? What this problem looks like? So maybe I have a data where I have like state, uh, average income. The data is in this format. Now let's say here I have data like Karnataka, and average income is, let's say, 30k US dollar. I'm just putting some random number. Now let's say there is another column which comes out to be like let's say West Bengal. Now maybe by mistake the data got misaligned like this, West Bengal, and maybe for this I have 25k, like this it get misaligned. So this is also a very common problem which happens, so you need to identify it and rectify that before you can solve that particular problem. So these are the few issues which you need to keep in mind when basically you have to clean the data before basically start working on any other thing further. Next part we will look at few more things in the next video lecture, that how to identify few more data cleaning stages.